even held you, I almost lost you, Lara. Yet you fought back, determined to live, breathe, ball your tiny fists and scream the hospital down. It was the best noise I ever heard. When I went home that snowy night, I cooked myself a steak. Then I drank half a bottle of whiskey, tried to make snowshoes out of tennis rackets, and fell asleep with the cat. I was so damn happy.
I think I must have heard that story about a dozen times, and I could hear it a dozen more. I wish that could have lasted. I wish we'd had more time.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to some Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm not 100% sure if you heard that at the end of the last part or not. Honestly, it didn't sound that familiar to me, but I mean, that could just be me. But the game crashed literally as soon as I loaded it up.
Structural damage. The battle certainly took its toll, but most of the city is still standing.
So yeah, I'll just let it play because, I mean, it isn't that long. So why not? But yeah, we are still in Kitesh, obviously. We are, almost got all of the collectibles down. We've only got a few left. And then yeah, so we, like I said last part, we may or may not finish the game this time. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. Like according to the thing, we have 10% of the game left, according to our completion percentage. But
commemorates the dead lost in the battle, and those that died after of disease and starvation.
but I'm not 100% sure. You know, just like in the last one, it's not. You know, it doesn't exactly tell you how much longer you actually have left. Because it's entirely possible that certain things count. And it's also likely that certain things count for a lot more than others in the completion percentage. No, that doesn't make sense. Get that one, so the other one should be here or something. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Oh, I see. So we'll have to come... Yeah, so we'll be coming back through this way at some point. Because I'm guessing we'll need another trebuchet in order to get through somewhere. Probably that gate right there, if I had to guess. Oh my, a lot of blood here. Ooh, armor piercing her. Oh, now we can headshot armored guys. That's nice. Automatically upgrades the side. Okay, well, they may be able to pierce the armor, but... Nope. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, that certainly made them easier. Oh my. Oh, what the hell ended up killing him? Ah, fuck off. I will say, I do like just how much ammo these guys drop, though.
The Chamber of Souls is through that gate. Just need to find another trebuchet.
Where are we on the map, by the way? Is that where... Yeah, okay. But yeah, I do like how much ammo these guys drop, considering that they should, in theory, only be dropping arrows, yeah? Alright, let's make some of these. Also, can I craft? I can craft grenades. Some hollow points here. I think that's what they are. Make sure all of my other arrows are maxed out. I guess it doesn't really matter which one of those I have, because I don't really think I need either of them. But, like I said, considering... Oh, is that just like a random can on the ground in case I wanted to make a grenade, I guess? Oh yeah, look at that. This place, they totally blocked me off. Oh, I think there's another... Oh, alright. That would be why that one's still like that. So clearly I have to go the other way to progress. Huh, I actually expected there to be something in here. Oh well. Will I be able to go up at some point, maybe? Or down? Where am I? Hear that? Yeah, okay. Probably upstairs then. Alright, oh, and I can see the last thing that I need to light up there. Guessing this opens door. Probably why I couldn't advance on the other side.
You don't have much time, Lara. You must reach the source before them.
There's nothing more you can do. Get somewhere safe.
Not a chance. You need us as much as we need you. We survive together or we die alone. Now go.
Alright, well, good to know that you're ready and willing to die for me, considering that, you know, you I do believe on our first meeting, it was next time I see you, I'll kill you. So, I mean, glad to see our relationship has improved quite a bit. Can I just jump that, I guess? I mean, I don't... Guess so, alright. I was really expecting there to be something up top for me to, like, grapple onto or something. Ooh, can I open this door now? Not that it would... No. Not that it would make much of a difference, but, you know, I always like opening up little shortcuts in that. It's always nice when a game gives you a shortcut.
A carved wooden relief of what looks like the Prophet of Kadesh. It's well worn and damaged. This isn't made of local timber. Word of the Prophet must have spread.
Guess so. Let's see, there is, I do believe. Supposed to be maybe. Oh, the thing's above me. That's what that is. Okay. The signal fire. What? Made it. You know, I always thought when I first played this game that was more or less random. when she would grab like that. I don't, you know, but this time through, I've been paying a little bit more attention. I don't think that's the case. I think it does actually have to do with like the distance that you travel. There it is. Six of 8 statues. Only got 2 more, and I have no idea where they are. Because I think I may have missed them back in the city, by the looks of it. Oh well. Actually not oh well. Let's go, because there shouldn't be anybody. Because if I progress to the trebuchet, they may spawn more guys in the city. Whereas if I go back now, they shouldn't. Now unfortunately, having no idea how high any of them are in the city. Okay, so it's hard to tell because the little pink dots are like, they're just so similar to like the rest of the dots. But I think I see where one is. I think I know how to get back there. It should be that way over there. And I actually don't know where the last one is though, unfortunately. Okay, and just over here. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Can't believe I missed that one. Let's get a good angle on it, and we should just be able to knock it right out. Okay, so we got one statue left. And I thought I saw it on here a second ago before I ran back to the city. But okay, so that's the one in the city. There's none in the cave, there's none in the tomb, there's none in the crypt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that was actually the only one that we had to come back here for. Unfortunately, it's basically as far away as we could get from where we were. But hey, at least we got it now. And then the rest are all in the fort here and fairly close together. So I clearly just missed one. Oh wait, actually, do I need this? I do need some. Since I'm going by. We need to find these oil reserves like they have in this game. Because, you know, they never run out in this game. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right at the fucking entrance. Alright. There we go. Vandal challenge complete. Ugh, that could have been a lot worse. Alright. Let's head over to these trebuchets and bust our way through. Actually, well, just want to check here. Vandal done for. Okay, so all I need to do is light one more signal fire, which is, I do believe, like right next to us somewhere, right? Yeah, it's like right there. So we should be able to light it from this next trebuchet. Alright. I almost didn't record today. Just because it was like kind of a shit day at work, but I was like, I may as well. Oh, I see what I need to do, but first... Map! Not that it'll show me anything. New documented mural locations, huh? Fortunately, I already got all those. We're only missing one relic, which is actually just through the next gate. It's like right next to the next campsite. Ah, boosh. For no real reason. That should be good. It's not like all the way up, but you know. Guess she should, in theory, be able to scramble up that last little bit. Now, I have to assume that these are the trebuchets that were firing at me before, so where the fuck the guards, the people that were using them are, I have no fucking clue. And what is this? Seriously, what is that? Like, why is that a thing? It's very weird. Now, I have a feeling, because I can see a third trebuchet out in the distance.
Something's in the way. Got to be a way to clear it.
Oh, I see. At least I think I do. That lined up. And then we attach this. Pick up whatever's in here. Sure, why not? And now what, we just turn it and hope it breaks free? Oh, good.
That worked.
Sure.
Now to take out that gate.
I don't think that it necessarily should have worked, or at least not quite that fast, or that well. No, that fast makes more sense. Yay, challenge complete! And... well, it's a little bit to the side, but it should work. Yeah, it's definitely not where it was aiming, so I have to assume now that my trebuchet is going to get destroyed or something. Yeah.
Almost through. Just one more shot.
Okay, let's just attach that. See ya. They must not have the same little indicator that I have where to aim. They're not as good a shot as me. Should be fine, why not? It always feels weird to me whenever they put siege weapons in any kind of a game that the environment isn't destructible, because it's like you could fire those at all those buildings that are in like the city bit and it does nothing, even though they very clearly would absolutely wreck it, you know? Okay, now this one was literally just firing at me. You know, they really do move ahead a lot when they swing their weapons. I mean, the sword guy jumps. That guy fucking steps, like, so far. Okay. I mean, oh, I see. Because I won't be able to turn the trebuchet, or yeah, the trebuchet until that's cleared out. So of course I'll need to swing that.
The siege of Katash must have lasted for months.
Looks like I should. Yeah. Alright. I'm getting it. I'm seeing. I do believe I need to get back up over there, though. And up. And alright. Now, there's no way she weighs more than that big brass thing. But at the same time, let's face it, very little reason for her to weigh more than that either, so. I think I need to do this so that the bucket goes under the water, yeah?
It's not holding water.
Now, is the water actually leaking out, or what does this do? That was the bottom of it open? It was. Okay, I see now. Okay, so now that should be closed. So now when I do this, which spins it way more than I feel that angle should, you know? Then pull it back. And now maybe with her weight on it? Nope. Just not gonna grab that very clear handle at the bottom of it to swing, eh? Is it too much water, I guess? I don't know. Oh, I see. I can open and close it. And adjust the water in it. Okay.
Yes, that did it.
Oh, I don't know why that suddenly lowered, though. I did close the water bucket back up, so doesn't really make much sense, but, you know, whatever. Oh, also, apparently I missed this up there. There it is. Not that, once again, not that it makes much of a difference. There's only one thing it can show us, and it's ahead of us, so. What are the odds she's actually gonna... Yeah, that's about what I thought. You know, sometimes I wonder why they bother to give video game characters hands in the first place. Because, you know, they seem to just use them whenever they want. I mean, like, we have no say in it. Oh, that's a lot of assholes.
Archers. Got to take them out. Just have to aim this thing.
Yeah. It shouldn't be hard, considering I'm pretty sure I'm invulnerable during cutscenes. And, well, I guess that doesn't really count as a cutscene, does it? But... Did that not kill them? That, oh, maybe I needed to hit, like, the right spot and, like, kill them all at once or something. Yeah, I'm getting to you assholes. Give me a minute. Not even sure you guys should even be able to hit me with your arrows, in all honesty. Because you seem to be fairly low down. Oh, that's like almost directly on top of that guy. Well, now who the fuck is firing at me? I don't see anybody else. I thought I heard some more arrows, but maybe it's just like the last arrows is what guys fired. Took a minute to get to me. Oh my god, that's a stretch for this thing to hit, isn't it? Also not, I don't think that's where it should have hit either, but you know, whatever. Alright.
Okay. The way is clear.
For now. Boop. Alright, let's go get these sons of bitches. Like I said, I don't know what's about to happen, but we do have 2 more campsites ahead of us, which is odd. Considering just like, you know, how, like I said, there's 3 campsites like right next to each other in this part. Like, it's weird. No, I think that is actually how I managed to get all of them at the same time that were here. Frick. Get them all? Sure did. I feel like there's somebody else that was firing at me though, besides the trebuchet. I mean, the fact that she keeps pulling out a gun leads me to believe that as well. Oh, yeah, there goes an arrow. Hey, buddies. Ow, fuckers. Oh, and they despawned. Guess I made it. Okay, so our one camp, right, is like right there. You can see that one. So it's like right there. Our next camp is just up ahead across this bridge, but I guess it is a giant bridge. A lot could happen. Yeah. Should have known. Lara crossing a bridge. Almost forgot that's a thing. Yeah, there's no way that that little... Like, the way that that's hooked on there, there's no way. I'll fucking kill your feet. God, I feel like a lot of bullets come out of this thing. Like the fire rate on this is insane. Oh, are they gonna bring this gate down for me? Oh, Trinity might.
Lara, Trinity has broken through. We can't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm under there. I am well aware that they broke through. They took the easy way, a helicopter. And explosives. That's it, Laura. In the next game, you better do the enemy. Oh, look at that. Look at them. Better do the smart thing and learn how to fly a helicopter and then just steal theirs. But anyway, here's our next camp. Now, the fact that the bridge crumpled beneath us. Did I say I had 4 skill points? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's still not technically enough to, you know, to finish off all my skills, but I don't know where the hell I got that many from. One there, and one up there, and they should be good. Up, and... Nope, don't know where I'm going, man. Ah! Okay. Oh, I see. I mean that. Oh, it turns purple when you won't be able to reach it from the other one. Cool. As you may have seen from that, our last artifact is still technically ahead of us. Oh, I can fire from here. Okay, well, I may as well put it higher up. Oh my lord, that icicle almost, I feel, killed me. Wah. You know, these guys really need to learn the definition of protecting a city. Because they sure do, like, destroy it themselves a lot.
An ivory tusk with delicate carvings. Something unusual about the pattern.
Is there? It looks like it could be a map of some. Oh.
It's a map. It shows a path through the mountains to Katash. Could have used this earlier.
Probably. Yeah, as in before the game began? Yeah. Should be good. Well, this should be fun. Don't actually know where I'm going. Didn't actually see where what I was gonna be grabbing onto when I cleared it. But... Oh. Well, it wasn't me who destroyed that statue. Honestly, I hope this grappling hook thing isn't even in the next game, if I'm being honest. I don't care for it. Like, I don't mind swinging like that, but it's just when you're using it on a ledge. Yeah, thanks. You know how many times I had to use it to get here? I don't even know where the fuck I'm supposed to go with that. Once I get over there. Maybe onto that platform. That should be fine then. That was a weird angle. Oh, there we go. explosions. All the explosions. This is a big fucking swing right there. Oh, I almost didn't hit X. Oh my god, more of this. You know, I hope these aren't in the next game either. They're a neat idea, but having to do it during action sequences like this kind of like takes away from it, don't you think? You know, it's like, oh, we're running, the city's crumbling, you know, beneath us, but then we have to like stop and fucking shoot arrows into the wood. It's like, alright. Oh, and look at that, another camp. Oh, excuse me. We may be able to finish the game. Because this is literally the last camp. The end of the game is like basically up here. My. Oh god. I mean, what do they think they're doing? Like, there's no way they can see me climbing this from there. Like that, there's no chance. My, look at him go. And we didn't see these guys before we jumped over there. I mean, it sounds like they're... Oh, fuck. Like they're giving Trinity some trouble, which, you know, is good, but... Well, see, now... I was gonna say, there's clearly no path for me there, so something is about to happen. Also, those guys were very clearly, like... Not quite T-posed, but still frozen in place, you know? Okay, we'll fall back to... Oh, I don't know where that is, so... Oh. Yeah, you get him, buddy. Here's the thing, right? If they wanted to protect the source so much that they're willing to destroy, like, just decimate the city like this, why didn't they just tear down the city in the first place? Like, clearly they don't care about the city itself. Just crumble everything. How the fuck did this guy catch up to us? No, I was really hoping to see like a little puff of blue, like a fucking Bugs Bunny cartoon when he hit the ground.
You, Lara. We'll do whatever we can to support you from here.
Thank you, Sophia. I'll take whatever help I can get.
My gun's better than yours. Which is weird considering it's one of your guns. I bought it from your buddy. Guys aren't doing much fucking helping here. Oh god. I'm gonna have so much material that I can't use.
Lara, you have to get to cover. We're about to fire and you're out in the open.
Oof. That's fine. It's fine. I got all the time in the world. Because while Laura may destroy every building and an important site that she visits, she doesn't destroy them until after she gets, or they don't fall apart until after she gets there. Oh wow, these bullets apparently go right through their shield too. Hey look, that's our last skill point that we need. Unfortunately, we don't have a camp to get to use it, but you know.
Thank you, Sophia. Hell of a shot.
Also, was it a hell of a shot? There are no camps beyond this point. Oh, this is the final camp. Oh, I see. Good God, there's more camps than I thought. Alright, so I guess we do get to use our last skill point. Boosh. Let's see, what weapon can we upgrade? Let's see, can we get all of our bows fully upgraded? Nope. What am I missing? Oh. Ah, so close. Almost got them. I want that one, or do I want the compound bow? Or I could even take Death's Breath, which is a little bit fancier compound bow, but basically the same thing. Nah, let's stick with this one. Let's go with the Death's Breath one, because odds are we won't need it. Reduce damage from Greek fire. What does this one look like? Not bad. Now this one would probably be the most useful because it stops my bullets from always, or it makes it so that my bullets sometimes don't cost a bullet. What does this one look like? Yeah, let's go with that one. I like the look of it. It's a good way to end it. It's very snowy and everything. And it does give me a little bit of a health regen bonus thing, so. Wow. I could have always just went with like her standard outfit that she was like wearing throughout the whole first game, because I do believe that's in there, but that seems a bit much.
All squads, I have a visual on Croft. She must not be allowed into the Chamber of Souls.
Constantine.
I don't think you'll be able to hit him. We'll keep trying. We're reloading the trebuchet. Hold on. The helicopter is too fast. We'll never be able to hit him.
Wait! I have an idea. If I shoot the fireball when it's near the chopper, the blast might hit it.
I hope you're right. Give us the signal. We'll be ready.
Fire!
Here it comes.
Yeah.
It's not over yet. Get ready to fire another shot.
Oh, he sounds pissy.
Squad, now! I want her dead!
Yeah, good luck with that. Wait, am I out of fucking... Oh, I am too. Good God. Oh. Pretty sure that's impossible.
Watch out, Lara. He's on his way to you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not done yet.
We have to reset the counter. We'll be ready soon.
Oh my God. Well, hurry up.
On your signal.
Okay.
Fireball. It's the only way.
God, it's working. You did it.
It's not over yet. Get ready to fire another shot.
If there's anyone left alive down there, I want Croft dead! That's your last order!
Yeah, up here, definitely better.
We're trying to get rid of this stupid thing.
You've got to get out of there.
No, we're in this fight to the end.
Thank you, Sophia.
Also, is there somebody even closer behind me? No. Yeah, let's just...
Watch out, Lara. He's on his way to you.
Okay. That's fine. Because he seems to take out all of his own men when he gets here.
We're loading up the second tank. Hold on.
It should be relatively safe here.
We're ready to launch the trebuchet. Just give us the signal.
I'm ready. Go!
You heard her. On.
Get ready, Sophia. Let's try it again.
I mean,
Give us time, Lara. We're reloading.
try again. Did we even try that time?
On your signal.
Let it fly!
Here we go.
let's just keep this going. Sure, fine. Pick up the mushrooms. Who cares? Don't know why you'd give him. You know, this could have went a lot. Oh wait, where is he? Really? Oh, fuck off with your cans. I said. Look, reload your fucking gun. Thank you. Alright, it was reloaded. Never mind. Alright, do I crawl through this helicopter? Oh, there's the prick. Oh no, not my bow.
Just you and I now, Lara. You have no weapons, no allies, no hope. This place will become your tomb. You're mine. You can't.
I can't what exactly?
Did you watch your friend Jonah die? A gut wound is a nasty way to go.
Oh, did she not fucking pick that up? Really? Okay, seriously? Fucking couldn't get her to not pick it up earlier.
Is he still bleeding out somewhere while you hide from me? Stay still. Why do you
Yeah, I mean, fuck distracting with the object.
My destiny lies in the chamber of
Good God, man.
This is not my destiny. I was meant for greatness.
This was never your destiny. Your sister let you believe that.
I did all of this for her. Don't you walk away from me. Wait! Trinity killed your father.
No, you're lying.
Come on, do it! He begged for his life.
You're not worth it.
I mean, here's the thing, right? It wasn't so much that he wasn't worth it. It was more so he didn't deserve a quick death. That was it. Like, he's dead either way. He didn't deserve a quick one.
Anna! Stop! Your men are defeated. Your brother is dead. No! That's what Trinity has wrought. Death. And that's all they'll ever bring. Give this up.
I gave up everything for this. I have no intention of giving it to Trinity.
What about your father? You're dooming him to be mocked by history. How can you let this go? When you're so close?
I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I can't let you take it.
Think of the millions suffering and dying. We can save them. We can change the world. Together.
The cost is too high, Anna. We aren't meant to live forever. Death is a part of life.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's dying.
But this isn't about you. This is about humanity, about protecting what it means to be human.
They're coming! We're surrounded!
Jacob, look out!
The sword is not meant for the world.
This is your chance, Lara. Everything I've done, everything you've done. Another Croft doesn't have to die for this.
But I'm willing to.
Well, I'm not. Please. I'm dying. This is my only hope.
Anna, no!
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Jacob, hold on.
I've held on for too long already.
You knew I'd destroy it.
In all my years, I've met few as extraordinary as you. It's finally happening. My ending.
I'm sorry. All I wanted was to make a difference.
You already have. You already have.
My dearest Lara, I often think about how my father would turn over in his grave if he knew the shame I had brought upon our family's name. Croft, what does it even mean? I just hope you can make your own mark on this world someday. Remember that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Destroying the source was the right thing to do.
I still feel like I let him down.
I think you would have made the same choice. Come on. You've got a plane to catch.
I listened to his last tape 1,000 times, but it's as if I was hearing my father's words only now, for the first time. It doesn't matter what choices he would have made. I have to make my own. The myth of Katesh was real. There are secrets out there that can change the world. I need to find them, not for my father, not for anyone else. Trinity is still out there, and they're more powerful than I ever imagined. I can stop them. I can make a difference. I can make the right difference.
Alright, and that was Rise of the Tomb Raider. I guess it's a little weird doing a review in a game that I've played more than once, but yeah, I mean, it was a good sequel to the original. Like I said, very few complaints overall. Um, ooh, I'm gonna have to kill this audio probably. So let's just. Anyway, hopefully that actually killed the audio in the recording and not for the entire recording. But either way, um, yeah. So I would have preferred being able to clear everything as I came to it. Obviously, going back and forth through like the geothermal valley and the Soviet installation was kind of because you never knew like what you needed. There was also times where it was stuff where I knew I could do it. Like for example, how many times I tried to get an explosive down to that one cave in the copper mine, and I couldn't just because they refused to let me get an explosive there. Stuff like that. Uh, but that's a common theme in many games, so like I can't hold it too much against this one. It is something that I'd prefer games didn't do because I do much prefer being able to clear everything as you come to it. Even if it's like, oh, you can clear it as you come to it, but you have to do this thing in a specific way during the first world or something, right? Although world seems weird when talking about a game like this, but it's like being able to like maybe unlock upgrades early if you explore stuff like that, right? Um, I also think that while Kitesh was a cool place to explore, and story wise, it was a good place to have you explore. I feel like where they put it at the end, it wasn't good. Because while the city itself wasn't very big, it was very vertical, and it did have and it had an optional tomb and a crypt in it, which obviously in a cave. But I mean, I think the cave just led to the tomb. And like I said this before when like Jonah was shot. If you're going to have like time sensitive things like that, or when Jonah was captured, I guess, if you're gonna have things that in real life would be very time sensitive, it's better not to put big areas and stuff there. So like when Jonah got captured, uh, we had just unlocked a couple of upgrades or something that let us finish off the areas, right? So it's like, Jonah has just been captured. It's like we should really go save him from the bad guys. They're going to torture him or kill him, or probably both. But we took our time because we were doing other things. Like if you're going to have sections like that, which I don't mind in open world games, have them be in a more linear section. When you're gonna have time sensitive stuff like that, like uh take the final part there with the city of Katesh and everything. Have the part where Trinity figures out where it is come when you reach like when we reach that first base camp in the city. Uh like just up those big stairs. Have that be when they figure it out and are on their way there, right? Because then like the point like everything after that, while we dicked around a little bit to get the last few challenge things, it was still mostly linear, right? But other than that, the upgrades in that were good. There was a lot of skills in the skill tree that you just don't need or is fairly pointless, like the whole locking on with multiple arrows and that. It's just not as effective as your rifle and shotgun to go through it. As for the weapon upgrades, I love the fact that the weapon upgrades actually change the look of the weapon. I don't mind the different crafting components to upgrade them. I feel like some of them required a lot though, like especially of animal hide for what they added to the gun. Like I understand that they did that so that you couldn't just like max out your guns immediately, but at the same time you were limited by what crafting tool you had, so they could have just as easily made the requirement like the material requirements more reasonable for what the upgrade was and just spread the crafting tools out further. um but yeah, story wise, I thought that it was really good. I really enjoyed it, their take on Jesus there. or sorry, Jacob and the prophet, you know, definitely not Jesus in any way. They were very careful not to say that. But yeah, the story in that was good. The introduction to Trinity, I felt, was pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean, like the challenges were all pretty decent. All the collectibles were nice. I enjoy finding the relics and that. The language thing, I don't know. It wasn't bad. Once again, it was one of those things though where even though we had got every collectible that could raise our language proficiency as we went, there were still times where we would come across something that required a higher proficiency than we had, which once again, fairly annoying, especially since the obelisk just unlocked coins, which just unlocked very fairly basic upgrades. And that, like, yes, the military weapons were good, and you got the crafting, and you had to buy one of the crafting tools, but I don't think that they were worth having it where like you couldn't get those at least as you came to them. Um, I really liked all the optional tunes. I can't think of any that was like really annoying or anything. You know, the crypts were nice since they weren't real puzzles, but still gave you like a little bit of a backstory, a little bit of the tomb raiding. You know, the final boss fight was not nearly as good as it was in the first game. It was very similar, where you had to fight waves of enemies as you went. Here, let me check my audio here. Oh, good, they stopped singing. You know, I will turn it down a little bit though. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I know that you're still fighting Trinity in the next game, but I haven't played any of it. I've seen the first hour or so of gameplay, but that's it. But I'm really looking forward to it. But before that, we do have a couple of DLCs to do, I think. We have at least one DLC to do. I know that much. I think there's two based on the achievements, but there's at least one that, based on the achievement, sounds interesting.
Anna, you said another Croft doesn't have to die for this. What did you mean by that? You killed my father, didn't you?
Trinity ordered his execution. I couldn't do it.
You're lying!
I loved him.
No!
It's done. Good. What about Croft?
No. Not yet.
Bum, bum, bum. Alright. So yeah, that'll be it for the main game of Rise of the Tomb Raider, and the one DLC, I guess, the Baba Yaga DLC. It says 98% complete, which is interesting to say the least, because I'm pretty sure we got everything. So I don't know what that 2% is. But other than that, I think Croft Manor... Yeah, there. So yeah, we got... Although that says Expedition, but I don't know if that means anything. But we at least have blood ties to do. Like I said, I don't know if Laura's Nightmare is something that's worth a video. But at the very least, I'm pretty sure Blood Ties is. So we'll do that. I'll take a quick peek into this. Because maybe it just put us back like at that last base camp, and that's why it's 2%. But 2% seems a lot for like one fight, basically. But yeah, that's the entirety of the base game of Rise of the Tomb Raider. I haven't played either of those DLCs either, the Blood Ties one or the Laura's Nightmare one, so I haven't done the Endurance one either. But yeah, like I said, Blood Ties is definitely one based on the achievements and the fact that it says new story leads me to believe that it's
I know it's a lot to take in.
oh.
I wish I could have been with him in the end.
Knowing your people would be safe gave him comfort. He went peacefully.
Thank you, Lara. Our oaths have been fulfilled.
What will you do now?
This is still our home. We will rebuild. But there is much work to be done. There are still enemies in this valley.
And there is still much to discover.
Explore. Use fast travel. Oh, and I got the thunderclap shotgun apparently. Alright. Let's see. 100, 100. Done, done, done. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mountain Peak and yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're all at 100%, so I don't know. Maybe the 2%. Oh, yeah, it even says world map 100% complete. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just because. Maybe that's just their way of getting you to come back in to see that cutscene, even if you've actually done everything. Or maybe the 98% is because, you know, we haven't technically. Oh, it's a golden double barrel shotgun. Or maybe it's because like I don't have all the weapons fully upgraded. Like that could be as well. But either way, I don't plan on fully upgrading the weapons because I don't see a point. I think you can do New Game Plus in this, but yeah, you know, there once again, I have the weapons I used fully upgraded. If I was going into New Game Plus, that would at least give me something, some reason to collect all the stuff. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you Wednesday for the DLC.